YouTube, what is going on, guys? Brand new video for you guys here today, and it's not going to be like anything else I've done before. I've had this requested from some of the TikToks I've done. I'll leave a link to my TikTok in the description down below. But basically, it was just kind of OBS tips to help your stream look better, sound better, all that good stuff. So today, I'm giving you guys the full OBS guide to have a professional looking stream, even if you have sort of the more budget side of the equipment. I personally don't have all the expensive gear, but I make do with what I have, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do that. If you guys do enjoy the video, feel free to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications so you guys never miss a new video. And if you guys love coffee as much as I do, make sure to check out gamergrind.com. Use code ZMOLI53 for 10% off. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, first things first, you're going to want to download the OBS software. So use whatever browser you have and type in OBS project. Go to the first one, obsproject.com. So then here, you're going to kind of pick which software you're using for your computer, whether that be Linux, Mac, or Windows. So personally, I would click Windows. We'll just download it. So you see here, it started downloading. Once it started downloading, you're going to click it, open it, run it, install it. I'm not going to do that because I'm currently using it to record this video and I don't want to screw anything up. But once it's open, you guys will kind of get a screen that looks like this. So this screen's pretty blank. You are going to see all my scenes and stuff. You're not going to have that. Yours is going to be blank, both scenes and sources. So the first thing you're going to want to do is scroll down to the plus button, click the plus button to create a new scene, which we're gonna actually do right now. Scene 2, we'll name this test. Alright, cool. So you guys can hear me, but you more or less probably can't see me. So first things we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the sources tab, the plus, and then a video capture device. You're going to want to add a new one and then select your webcam. I already have one, so I'm going to go video capture device. And if I enable the preview, there I am. What's good? So you can rescale it kind of however you want based on where you want to put the webcam. I like putting mine kind of like mid to top right side. And then from here, you're going to want to get your gameplay, which if you're on PC, you can use either game capture, window capture, or display capture. I personally use a display capture just because game capture kind of flickers my game. Haven't really figured out a fix for that yet. So we're going to use game capture. You're going to create a new one, same way you did with the video camera. I'm adding an existing one because I already have it. And then because it's on top of our webcam, you're not going to see the webcam. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to make sure the game screen is highlighted. Click the down arrow, and there you have it. Webcam's now visible. So from there, I'm sure you guys are going to want like all your alerts and stuff to come up, which from here, you're going to leave OBS, you're going to open your browser, and you're going to pick some sort of chatbot, whether that's going to be Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Nightbot, or any of the other ones. I personally use Stream Elements. It's one of my favorite ones. It has a ton of features. 99.99% of them are free, and it's just, I found it so much cleaner than Streamlabs, and I'll show you guys how to do that now. So heading over to Stream Elements, in my case, I'm just going to click my tab, but if you guys did see, there's going to be a sign in page, so you sign in with your Twitch, your YouTube, whatever you're using. I'm going to click my dashboard. From here, we're going to go to my overlays. So you see guys, I have a ton of overlays that I can use. But for you guys, you're going to want to create a blank overlay or import it from other channels if you already have like a Streamlabs one set up or Nightbot. You can also click this import here. You can do all these ones to import. But we're going to create a blank new overlay, just kind of show you guys how to do it. The overlay resolution we're going to start is at 1080p, which is a 1920 lengthwise by 1080p vertical. which most base canvases in OBS are going to be. That's what you want to keep yours at. So we're going to add a widget, we're going to add alerts, and we're going to add an alert box. So you guys see here we have the follow alert, subscriber alert, tip alert, which is like donations, cheer alert, which is biddies, and then you have your host, your raids, and then a purchase. If you do have any merchandise from Stream Elements, somebody's going to purchase it. It'll show up, have a big alert, all that good stuff. From here, you click the cogwheel, and it's going to show you a little video that's going to pop up. It's going to have like the default sound. I recommend finding some sort of alerts ahead of time, whether you go to owned.tv and buy some, or have a friend make them for you, or if you guys just want some sort of GIF. I've seen a lot of people use GIFs. You can throw a GIF in there as well. You just have to go find it and then save it to your computer in a GIF format, or possibly even a WebMP file. Either or, it's not really hard to do either of those. If you guys want videos on those, I can do that as well. From here, you're going to kind of want to read the alert message. So the brackets is what's going to be the follower. It's just the name of the follower. There's a bunch of different commands like this. I usually just kind of leave them basic to what Streamlabs has them. My volume usually is like 15% because my sounds are super loud. Video volume actually going to 0, but this sound here I usually put to like 15 or 20 just because my alerts are super loud. And then text settings, so you can like change all your text settings, picks fonts, colors, all that good stuff. Same thing's going to be for your subscribers, your donations, your tips, your cheers, all that stuff. And then because I don't want it to show up in OBS, I'm going to mute it on live, like preview live on stream here. So if you wanted to see what it would look like on your background, you can click that and it'll show up in OBS. But we're not going to do that, and I'm just going to leave this unmuted so that you guys can hear it on the stream. But for the most part, it's not going to be that big of an issue. However, let's try it. So there's the following one. I've seen a lot of people just leave it basic because they haven't gotten a new one yet. We'll do the subscriber one too. So there's the subscriber one. All the sounds are the same from my understanding and what I've seen. So I would personally at least change the sounds if you want to keep the animations for now. Change the sounds so that when they come through your headphones, you kind of know, oh hey, this is a subscriber, this is a follower, here's a donation, here's bits, all that stuff. Just so you guys kind of know the difference. And you guys can set different images, so you can add a video or an image. Let's add an image. We'll do this one, new follower. So we have this, and then we're gonna put it to image over text. You click save, overlay name, test alert box. All right, cool. So that's saved. Anytime you make changes, you're gonna have to save it for it to actually show up on your stream. If you do want to just view it in the web browser, I believe it does change regardless. So if we go new follower, yeah, so here we have the new follower but no text. If we go like this, there's a new follower. If we go like this, that just looks wow. So yeah, we're gonna go here, and then you're gonna have to play around with the text settings to where it's gonna go. If you go to the advanced, we're gonna make this a 0, see what happens. Click save, go to here, follow event. Yeah, see, there we go. I could even move it down a little bit more, put it like 50, maybe 25, and that would probably look good. Let's try it. 25, save, and then follow. Yeah, so I could probably go like 15 here, and then it would be right in the center. I could probably change this once I make the font a little bit bigger to kind of fill more of the box. But from there, so you see this little paper clip looking thing. You're going to want to take this, copy URL overlay. So it was copied to clipboard. And then from here, you're going to want to go back to your OBS. You're going to want to add a new source, which I apologize for the inception. I'm actually using OBS to record right now. You're going to go new source, browser source. So create new source, browser. You can name it whatever you want. You're going to leave it at the 600 by 800, which is the standard box in Stream Elements. And then you're just going to copy and paste the URL into the URL section. From here, control audio via OBS. This is one important one so that you can kind of see that your alerts are going off. I find if I don't have this, my alerts just don't have sound. So I always click it when I put alert boxes in. From there, you're going to click OK. And then kind of move it around and size it to whatever size you want. And then if we click preview live on stream, follow event, it now shows up in OBS. From here, you can kind of play around with all of them, move it around, make it bigger, smaller, put it wherever you guys kind of want. If you guys do want separate spaces for stuff, then you're going to have to make 2 or 3 different alert boxes. Uncheck the ones you don't want. So like if you want a follower and a subscriber one, click those, uncheck the rest of them, put that wherever, and then take like your donations and your bits somewhere else, make it bigger. You guys can do that. I just showed you guys how. It's the same way, all the same stuff. But now I'm going to show you guys kind of how to add webcam overlays, all that kind of stuff. All right, let's set up a webcam overlay. From here, you're going to want to click the plus button, and depending if it's an animated webcam or just a static one, if it's animated, you're going to click media source. If it's static, you're going to click image. I personally want to add an animated one, so you're going to create a new one, name it whatever you want, click OK, local file, click loop. I personally like to loop it just so that they don't run out. And then from here, you're going to go find it, click on it, and then click OK. So it's going to show up really huge right here. We're just going to minimize it a little bit. So issue is my webcam isn't this shape. You have pieces sticking out here, pieces sticking out over here. So what you're going to do is you're going to click your webcam, right click it, go to filters. You're going to click the plus button at the bottom, go to image mask / blend, name it whatever you want, click OK. From here, with the type, you're going to go to alpha mask, alpha channel, path. And if you do get animated webcam overlays that are irregular shapes, chances are they're going to send you some masks to go with it, in which case I have mine here. So we're going to click this, we're going to click close. So now as you guys see, it pretty much fits into the webcam. There is a little piece here that's sticking off, which I wish they kind of would have changed, but I personally didn't make this mask, so I really can't say much. When setting up the webcam overlay, you're going to want to make sure that your webcam is behind your overlay. And to do that, you go to the sources tab, and whichever one's on top is going to be the highest layered level. So for media 2 source, that's the webcam overlay, and group 4 is my webcam. So if I highlight this, click the up arrow, you guys see group 4 is now above my media 2 source, and my webcam is now in front of the overlay, and it looks pretty weird, right? Now, because it's highlighted, if I click the down arrow, it goes behind, and it makes it look a lot cleaner and kind of more professional. But next, we're going to get into some settings and streaming settings. So first, you're going to go to stream. You're going to link your Twitch or your YouTube. I'm not going to show you guys my stream because it has my stream key in it, and I don't need people stealing my stream key. But from here, I like to personally start automatically replay buffer when streaming. To do this, if you go to output, click replay buffer, enable it. You can set it for any amount of time. It's measured in seconds. I like 1800, which is about 30 minutes. It allows me to capture like an entire Warzone game when I'm playing Warzone. For recording, I do standard. I have it set to where I want it to go. I record all my tracks, and because I'm recording, all of this is kind of grayed out. I rescale my recording output to 1920 by 1080, which from here, all my replay buffers go back into my recording settings, even though I do stream at 720p, which is very nice, so I can get YouTube videos and all that stuff like that. Audio, so you have your desktop audio. I personally disable this because I have a Wave microphone from Elgato, and I use their mixer. That is a software. It only works with the Wave microphones, unfortunately. So if you don't have that, you may want to keep your desktop audio enabled to get gameplay and stuff like that. For mic and auxiliary, you're going to take the first one and basically find your microphone. Mic 2 if you have any sort of other audio inputs. The rest you can pretty much leave disabled. For the advanced monitoring device, click it and choose your headphones so that you can at least hear when alerts go off. I personally like mine at the Wavelink aux, just because I leave it through the software. Everything pretty much goes through the software. For video, base canvas resolution, output scaled resolution, downscale filter. I personally like Lancos. I've saw a video on it and I've tried it and I absolutely love it. Common FPS value, I leave it at 60 because my PC can handle it. If you do have like a really low end PC, you may want to do 30 frames, but most PCs nowadays should be able to do 60. Play around with it. If your stream is struggling at 60, then drop it down to 30. For output and for streaming, audio track 1. For the encoder, if you don't have a higher end CPU, like a Ryzen 7 or a Ryzen 9, I would choose the NVENC, which is your graphics card if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. I personally use the X264 so that I can get more graphics out of my GPU, more frames in game, because I have a 3070 and a Ryzen 9, which I can afford to use some CPU there. My bitrate, I stream at 6,000 kilobits. If you are on Twitch, Twitch is only going to allow you to stream at 6,000 kilobits. Otherwise, it's too much. But kilobits is pretty much based on your internet connection and your upload speed. So if you go to speedtest.net, click run, it'll kind of show you your numbers. Anything over 6 megabits per second upload speed is going to be enough to run 6,000 kilobits. And then for your CPU usage preset, I run very fast just because it's what I've done for a while and I like it. So for hotkeys, I personally like setting up some hotkeys. I have a Stream Deck, so I don't have any switch to scene hotkeys enabled, but I do have a hotkey for enabling my preview and disabling your preview. If you're gaming on your PC and you notice that your stream is lagging or you're dropping frames in-game, chances are it's because the preview is enabled in OBS, in which case you're just going to want to disable it, which you can either right-click on it and then click Enable Preview with the check mark so that the check mark goes away and then it disables it, or you can do what I do, set up a hotkey, and then I have the hotkey programmed into my Stream Deck, so I just have to press a button. And then same with your save replay or your replay buffer. I have it set to a key that I never use, so when I use it, I know which key it is, if that made sense. And then advanced process priority, I put high just so that OBS has enough CPU resources to actually do what it's meant to do. You can set up a stream delay. I personally don't use one. I have the automatically reconnect enabled just for the fact of if my internet does go down for a split second or flickers, then my stream will reconnect after 4 seconds with a maximum retries of 20, which I might lower that. That just seems outrageous. For the most part, you guys are pretty much going to be set up for streaming output. Sorry, going back. Rescale your output to 1280 by 720. The only reason you should be streaming at 1080p 60 is if you're a partner. If you're a partner on Twitch, you have more options for resolutions. But if you're an affiliate or if you're just starting out, I definitely recommend 1280 by 720 because most people don't get the option to choose a resolution. You either get the source or you get an auto, which the auto basically judges your internet and then puts the resolution to what's gonna make your internet run the best. So like I watched a buddy on auto and it took me down to like 480p, which wasn't a pleasant sight. So I just clicked the cogwheel and went back to his source settings. But for the most part, you guys are going to be pretty much set up to stream or record videos. So you're going to click apply, make sure all your settings are done, click OK. And then next I'm going to show you guys how to run OBS as an administrator, which is huge if you guys are on a single PC setup. So setting up OBS as an administrator to run all the time as an administrator. So you're going to get this little icon on it when you know it's running as an administrator all the time. So anytime you click it to open it, you're going to get a little message pop up. Are you sure you want to run this? Just click yes, it'll open, all that stuff. So go to properties, right click, go to properties. From here, you're going to want to go to shortcut and then advanced. From here, you're going to get this window pop up, run as an administrator. Click this, click OK, and then click OK again. And then this little tab should pop up, or the window's going to pop up, depending. I haven't done it in a while, so I don't exactly remember. But either or, if the window pops up, click yes. If it doesn't, double click OBS to open it. You'll get the window pop up when OBS will open as an administrator. This just helps kind of conserve enough computer resources for OBS to run properly and doesn't hinder your stream at all. And last but not least, I'm going to show you guys how to add capture card inputs into OBS. So adding capture cards into OBS is fairly simple. I have an Elgato HD60 for my PS4 when I used to play Warzone and Call of Duty on PS4. So you're going to go to add new source, video capture device, name it whatever you want. From here, you're going to click the device. I get Elgato Game Capture HD, device default, or I like to customize it and go 1920 by 1080. Output, I always set it to 60 just so I get the 60 FPS. And then video format, I leave to any. Color space, I leave to default. Color range, default. Buffering, auto detect, and capture audio only. From here, we have this. And then drag it down. You can drag it down kind of as far as you want. I personally like to put it on the bottom just so that all my alerts, my webcam overlay, all that kind of stuff is on top of it so that you guys see it. And one thing I didn't mention with the webcam is you're going to want to make sure that your webcam overlay is over top of your webcam. It looks 100% cleaner. And literally the way to do that is with these arrows or click and drag. So like as you guys see here with the media source, which is my webcam overlay, and then I have my group 4, which is my webcam. This looks kind of funky, right? Now if I take the arrow down, it's just kind of behind it. The webcam overlay cuts off any excess webcam that's sitting there, and it just looks 100% cleaner. Try this out. I hope this video helped, guys, and if you guys did enjoy it, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you guys never miss a new video. If there's anything I missed, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer it.